Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good week. We are getting so close to the end of the quarter. I find that very exciting. So let me go ahead and share my Venn diagram with you. So here we have all three of the things. We have Suyin Park, Lizeth Favela Lopez, and the two videos. So for each of them, I kind of listed some techniques or some suggestions that they mentioned. With Sue and with Lisa, it was a little bit clearer. Sue mentioned having sentence starters, step-by-step instructions, welcoming translanguaging, and utilizing technology. Lizeth talked a lot about small group time, tier 2 interventions, also calling on emerging English learners so they can practice, and using exit tickets to assess the progress that people are making. They both talked about being thoughtful about who they pair students with, putting ELLs with fluent speakers, and letting kids teach one another and kind of gain their confidence before presenting to the classroom. As far as the videos, I got more info from the second one than the first. It felt more in line with talking about inside of the classroom rather than the raising a bilingual child. But one thing I did pull from the Raising a Bilingual Child video that I think is really crucial is that children need exposure and a reason to speak the language. If you don't have a reason to speak it, it's hard to be motivated. As far as the stuff that I got from the other video, it was a lot about that family engagement. So really giving parents the space to talk about language acquisition and what's important to them. Between Sue and the videos, what they had in common was reflecting on a culture of an American classroom, on an Anglo-centric classroom, and what that means and how that can, fit with students or totally not, depending on their background. And then as far as what the videos had in common with what Lizeth had to say, so they both discuss incorporating authentic student and family experiences, and also that you just can't engage with the curriculum without English literacy. All three said that families are the expert on their own children. They all center social justice and equity, bridging the gap between home and school, and honoring first language literacy. So I really see all of those things in the center under the same category as anti-bias teaching. As far as the vocab words, from the Foundations book, I pulled the word audism, not autism, but audism with a D, from page 375, and that's discrimination towards deaf and hard of hearing people, and it treats English literacy as superior. And I mentioned this word because I just thought that chapter was super interesting, because I've never personally thought about ASL being a different language than English. And you use it in a completely different way. It takes a different part of your brain. I took ASL as one of my electives last year, and it was hard. It definitely was not something that came particularly easy to me because I already spoke English. It's totally a different thing. So I thought that reading about it like that just put things in a different perspective for me. Thinking about a deaf child being mainstreamed into a classroom without any support sounds ridiculous. So why would it be any different for an English language learner entering a mainstream classroom without any support? The second vocab that I came up with was neuronal connections from the Whole Brain book that was on page 256. I chose it just because it was a big word, and I've always heard neural connections and not neuronal. I thought that was interesting, but as far as I can tell, it's the same. And those neuronal connections are the junctions where neurons transmit information to each other, and just that those junctions become stronger and stronger with repetition. I love the way this book really emphasizes how important repetition is, and they give you so many different opportunities for making it fun. All right, that's all. I hope everybody has a great night. Bye-bye.